Konnichiwa minasan, Nihongo no gakusei desu. In this lesson, we will learn one of the functions of the word nara, or in English, is roughly translated as in that case. You can say X noun nara, Y predicate when you think that the predicate Y applies only to X and is not more generally valid. The main idea of nara sentence, in other words, are contrast and limitation. So the rule is noun plus nara. Example, we have the sentence, Burajiru ni itta koto ga arimasu ka? Have you been to Brazil? Burajiru ni itta koto ga arimasu ka? Now here, we can say arimasen and itta koto ga arimasen. I have not or I haven't. So that is a straightforward answer. Now what about when we want to say we have gone to somewhere else other than Brazil? For example, I have been to Mexico. Okay, so in this case, I have been to Mexico, we can use nara. This is roughly translated as if you are talking about Mexico, if the question about Mexico, in the case of Mexico, yes, I have been to Mexico. Okay, but not to Brazil. Mexico nara itta koto ga arimasu ga, Brazil wa itta koto ga arimasen. I have been to Mexico but not to Brazil. Or in another translation, if the question is about Mexico, yes, I have, but I have not been to Brazil. This nara puts Mexico in a positive light and in contrast with Brazil, which the question was originally about. Another example, Nihongo ga yomemasu ka? Can you read Japanese? So we can answer, Hai, yomemasu. Yes, I can. Or, Iie, yomemasen. No, I can't. Now, if I want to say, yes, I can read Japanese, but only in hiragana or katakana, I can also answer, hiragana to katakana nara yomemasu. If we are talking about hiragana katakana, or if the question is about hiragana and katakana, in the case of hiragana and katakana, yes, I can read Japanese. In this situation, a smaller part, namely hiragana and katakana, is brought up and contrasted with a large area, namely the language as a whole. Another example, Kankoku ryori o tabeta koto ga arimasu ka? Have you eaten Korean food? So we have these basic answers. Hai, arimasu. Iie, arimasen. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Now, what if instead of Korean food, I have already eaten Japanese food? So here we use Nihon ryori. So Nihon ryori, and we use nara. If the question, or if we are talking about Japanese food, if the question is about Japanese food, in the case of Japanese food, mo tabeta koto ga arimasu. Yes, I already have eaten Japanese food. So that is the nuance of the word nara. Toshokan, nara. So here, nara could mean if you're talking about the library, if the question is about the library, or if you are looking for the library. Toshokan nara annai shitte agemasu. Toshokan nara annai shitte agemasu. If you are looking for the library, I'll help guide you there. Renshu shimashou. So we have here a sentence. We're going to respond using nara. Roberto-san, kesa, kohi o nomimashita. Robert, did you drink coffee this morning? So we have two options, tea and coffee. Obviously, he did not drink coffee, so the answer is tea, or black tea in Japanese. Kocha nara nomimashita ga kohi wa nomimasen deshita. If we're talking about black tea or tea, yes, I have, but I did not drink coffee or but not coffee. If we are talking about black tea, yes, but not coffee. So that's the translation in English. Roberto-san wa New Zealand ni itakoto ga arimasu ka? Robert, have you been to New Zealand? So we have contrasting answer again. Australia nara itakoto ga arimasu ga? New Zealand wa itakoto ga arimasen. If we're talking about Australia, yes, I have been there, but not have been to New Zealand. Australia nara itakoto ga arimasu ga? New Zealand wa itakoto ga arimasen. Okay, so if you will notice in the second phrase, before New Zealand, we use wa instead of ni. Okay, because of the negative tense of the verb. So it is okay to use wa here. Robato-san wa bike ni noremasu ka? Robert, can you ride motorbike? So bike means motorbike. Again, we have contrasting answers. The answer is bicycle. So jitensha nara noremasu ga bike wa noremasen. If we're talking about bicycle, I can ride it, but not motorbike but can't ride motorbike. So jitensha nara if we're talking about bicycle. Robato-san wa gorufu o shimasu ka? Robert, do you play golf? So we have a contrasting answer. We have soccer and golf. Saka nara shimasu ga gorufu wa shimasen. If we're talking about soccer, yes, I play it, but not golf. Okay? Yuki-san wa Nihon no keizai ni kyomi ga arimasu ka? Yuki, are you interested in Japanese economy? Okay. So Yuki is more interested in Japanese history. So we have the answer Nihon no rekishi nara kyomi ga arimasu ga? Nihon no keizai wa kyomi ga arimasen. If we're talking about Japanese history, yes, I am interested, but not interested in Japanese economy. Yuki-san wa doyobi ni dekakeraremasu ka? Yuki, can you go out on Saturday? She can go out on Sunday instead. Nichiyobi nara dekakeraremasu ga? Doyobi wa dekakeraremasen. Doyobi wa dekakeraremasen. If we're talking about Sunday, I can go out but not on Saturday. Okay, I hope you have learned something today and thank you for listening.